They are hot in a trashy way. What do I mean by that? Well, I was on Yacht Week in Croatia, humble brag, way back in, what year was it? 2019. And the first night that I was on Yacht Week, I met somebody who I found to be very attractive. But she's a bit different. I don't have a problem with this. She's got tattoos in a bunch of different spots, like a chest tattoo, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is different, but she's really cute. I thought to myself, all right, well, maybe this is going to be my Yacht Week wife or something like that. She was doing some things on the dance floor that would probably be frowned upon in most public establishments, and I was like into it. I mean, it's pretty hot if someone, I don't know, drops down to their knees on the dance floor and starts essentially licking your pants. That's just me, to each their own. But what's weird is I noticed that there was someone looking at me with a weird look while this was all going down. And I was thinking to myself, what the hell is going on? Why is this guy staring at me like this? Does he want in on this? Little did I know that that was the lady's hubby. And I guess that they had some sort of arrangement going on this trip where she could go and do her own thing. And I was very uncomfortable with that, and that is where I moved away. And the rest of the trip, though, she and he kept on like trying to bring me in, and it was very clear like they wanted some sort of cucking thing to go on, swapping thing to go on. Fuck if I know. They wanted something weird. And I was just like, I'm gonna back away. But this woman was hot in like a Galveston kind of way, in a Wildwood kind of way for the Philadelphia people out there. And that's what I see the Philadelphia Phillies as. Hot in a trashy way. Not the traditional way. What scares you most, Paul Gallant, about the Philadelphia Phillies? Well, it's Bryce Harper, number one. Number two, it's the resilience that they have. And apologies for the stream going down. You can watch this show live. Twitch.tv/Gallant Says. YouTube.com/Paul Gallant. Weekday afternoons, if you're listening to this in podcast form. I encourage you to watch the video version of it. Bryce Harper is the best player this postseason. He is better, playing better than Yordan Alvarez going into this World Series. But what concerns me more from a Houston perspective about Philadelphia is how resilient they've been. Whenever the Cardinals, the Braves, or Padres scored a run against them, Philadelphia routinely would answer back and answer back and answer back. They are tough, and the Yankees were not on that level. Seattle was closer to it, but Seattle, when they got punched in the mouth with the Yordan Alvarez home runs, they had a very difficult time bouncing back. Philly has shown that they can punch back immediately after getting punched. And if you take a look at the inning-by-inning results, you'll see that very often the half inning after the Phillies got a couple of runs against them, they would hit 1, 2, 3 big hits, a home run, right back, and get a couple across the plate. That's what should concern you the most about the Astros. And then that's why it's very unlikely that they will get a sweep. But I want the sweep. I want history. I want to witness something that confirms just how fucking good the Astros have been over the last couple of years that'll make some other people bend the knee. Just like with today's radio show, I'm going to give myself a C- for performance. We do have to run out to Minute Maid Park right now to go talk to some Astros players. I do want to ask them if they've, at the very least, thought about the idea of perfection. But big thanks to everybody who tuned in. If you haven't already, subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud. You can also subscribe on twitch.tv/Gallant Says or youtube.com/Paul Gallant if you want to watch this thing in the future. So long, farewell. Enjoy the World Series and have yourself a wonderful